My wife's affair partner tossed my roses in the trash. I tossed them out of their jobs. I watched the video for the 14th time, my thumb hovering over the screen, trembling just enough to make the image shake. It wasn't the shaking of fear, it was the shaking of a rage so pure, so white-hot that I felt like I could melt the glass of my phone just by touching it. The sound was off because I was sitting in the break room at my own job, surrounded by coworkers eating sandwiches and laughing about their weekend plans, but I didn't need the audio. I could read her lips perfectly. I could read the body language. And I could see the exact moment my marriage dissolved into a pile of wet, broken stems at the bottom of a corporate trash can. Let's rewind 8 hours. It was February 10th, Tuesday. Early Valentine's Day. I know, sending flowers early is a bit eager, but things had been distant lately. Elena, my wife of 5 years, had been pulling away. She was working late constantly. She was stressed. She was always on her phone, guarding the screen like it contained the nuclear launch codes. She told me it was a massive client project. She told me she was exhausted. So, I tried. I really tried. I called the best florist in the city. I ordered the showstopper. 4 dozen long-stemmed red roses in a heavy crystal vase. It cost me $350, plus the rush delivery fee to get it to her desk by 9 a.m. I wanted her to walk in, see them, and remember that I loved her. I wanted to be the husband who made her coworkers jealous. She had told me a few months ago, "You don't need to send flowers to work, babe. It's unprofessional. It's a distraction." I thought she was being modest. I thought she just didn't want to be the center of attention. I ignored her advice because I wanted to make a gesture. I got the delivery confirmation at 9:15 a.m. Package delivered to front desk. I waited. 10 a.m. Nothing. 11 a.m. Nothing. 12 p.m. Lunchtime. Surely she'd text me then. "OMG, thank you," or "They're beautiful," or even, "You shouldn't have spent so much." Radio silence. I checked my texts to make sure they were going through. I sent a test message to my brother. Delivered. By 2 p.m., the anxiety had started to curdle into annoyance. Maybe she was in meetings. Maybe she was swamped. But who is too swamped to send a heart emoji? At 3:30 p.m., boredom got the better of me. I opened Instagram. I don't post much, but I follow her office friends. I scrolled through the stories. A picture of a latte. A picture of a dog. Then I saw Chloe's story. Chloe is the office admin at Elena's firm. She posts everything. I tapped the circle. The video was a panoramic sweep of the open plan office. Bagel Tuesday, the caption read. The camera panned across the break table, past the coffee machine, and then swung toward the cluster of desks near the window. Elena's desk. The video was only 15 seconds long, but the background action, the thing Chloe probably didn't even notice she was filming, was crystal clear in 4K resolution. There was Elena. She was standing next to her desk, and leaning against the partition, invading her personal space in a way that screamed intimacy, was Greg. Greg, the work husband. I knew about Greg. Elena talked about him all the time. Greg is so funny. Greg saved the presentation today. Greg is basically like a brother to me. You'd love him. I had met him once at a Christmas party. He was tall, slick back hair, expensive suit, the kind of guy who shakes your hand too hard and holds eye contact a second too long. In the video, the massive bouquet of roses, my roses, was sitting on the corner of Elena's desk. Greg reached out. He didn't smell them. He didn't admire them. He grabbed the heavy crystal vase by the neck with one hand. He said something to Elena. Elena laughed. She threw her head back, that genuine, deep laugh she hadn't given me in 6 months. She waved her hand dismissively. Greg turned. He walked 3 steps to the large, gray recycling bin at the end of the row. He dropped the flowers. He didn't set them down. He dropped them. I saw the splash of water fly up as the $300 arrangement crashed into the garbage. Greg walked back to Elena, dusting his hands off like he had just taken out the trash. He put his hand on her waist, not her back, her waist, and she didn't flinch. She leaned into it. The video ended. It looped back to the bagels. I need you to understand the level of deception we're dealing with here. You might think, okay, she's cheating, standard story. No, this wasn't just an affair of passion, it was an affair of embezzlement. And the plan I have in mind will destroy them both mentally and legally. Kindly follow on screen instructions for full story.